Hello students, this is one more type of wave that we are going to study. So we are going to study get the equation of motion for this particular wave and also the solution, that is the speed of wave propagation. These waves are called shallow water gravity waves. This is here you can see here we have a horizontal channel with one end open, and we have two immiscible liquids with density rho 1 and rho 2 with density of rho 2 less than rho 1, which simply means that it is stable because the heavier layer is down and the top layer is lighter. So therefore this is stably stratified. Stratified is layer by layer, and you can see that layer by layer the density stratification is there, and in that it is stably stratified. So one end is rigid, the other end is free surface. These type of waves are long waves. Okay, these waves exist only if the fluid has a free surface or an internal density discontinuity. These waves have larger wavelengths compared to mean depth of the flow. Compared to the depth of the flow, the wavelength is large. Since we have shallow depths, the vertical acceleration, shallow depth irodrinda, vertical acceleration horizontal acceleration compare madidre kadime irutte. Thus we may assume that the motion of the fluid is purely horizontal. Vertical accelerations kadime irodrinda, horizontal accelerations ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೇವ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ a fluid layer, a system consisting of two homogeneous incompressible layer of different densities. So they are incompressible difference density fluids we have as shown in the figure. We also assume the fluid to be inviscid and the motions to be two dimensional, restricted to xz plane. Z-axis is taken along the vertical direction. The restoring force, gravity. So in shallow water gravity waves, we know that the restoring force is the gravity, which tries to bring back the waves to its mean position. The gravity is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So we know the wave is moving in the horizontal direction, and the restoring force is acting vertically, perpendicular to the motion. Hence, this wave is a transverse wave. The equations governing the motion are rho dou u by dou t plus u dou u by dou x plus w dou u by dou z is equal to minus dou p by dou x. And this is the equation of motion, and this is the continuity, equation of continuity, and this is the x and z direction. The equation of motion in x direction and the equation of motion in z direction. Rho dou w by dou t plus u dou w by dou x plus w dou w by dou z is equal to minus dou p by dou z minus rho g. This is because gravity is acting in the vertically downward direction, and so it has component only in the it has only z component. So call them as equations 1, 2 and 3. Since the vertical acceleration is very small compared to horizontal acceleration, we take the LHS of equation 3 to be 0. So you can see here, vertical acceleration is very small compared to W. So the compared to horizontal one, therefore we take the left hand side of equation 3 to be 0, which means that dou P by dou Z is equal to minus rho G. Differentiating equation 4 with respect to x, we get dou square p by dou x dou z is equal to minus dou rho by dou x into g. From equation 5, it is clear that dou rho by dou x is equal to 0 if dou p by dou x is constant. This means that density varies predominantly in the vertical direction if the pressure is hydrostatic and the vertical pressure gradient is a constant. You can see here you have a hydrostatic pressure and gravity balance, which is hydrostatic pressure, and vertical pressure gradient is constant. So in the simplest case, we can assume that in the upper layer with density rho 2, there is no pressure gradient. The pressure gradient in the layer can be determined as follows. Consider a point A on the free surface. The pressure may now be written as P plus dP is equal to P minus rho Z dz, because dV by dz is equal to minus rho G. So with this, so you can write dp as minus rho g dz. Dz may be written as dz is equal to dou h by dou x into dx. The which implies p plus dp is equal to p minus rho g into dou h by dou x into dx. In the case of lower layer, we may write rho is equal to rho 1 and upper layer rho is equal to rho 2. Thus, for two layers, we may write for lower layer p plus dp1 is equal to p minus rho 1 g into dou h by dou x into dx, and p plus dp2 is equal to p minus rho 2 g into dou h by dou x into dx. Thus, the pressure gradient dou P by dou X can be written as dou P by dou X is equal to the difference. Is these two differences. Dou P plus dP2 minus P plus dP1 divided by dx, which is equal to, you just use these two equations, you will be getting rho 1 minus rho 2 into g times dou H by dou X. Call this as equation 6. The x component of the momentum equation may now be written as for the lower layer. So you can see that equation 1 what we had written earlier. So equation 1 we can write now what is dou p by dou x. So rho 1 dou u by dou t plus u dou u by dou x is equal to minus of rho 1 minus rho 2 g into dou h by dou x. Call this as equation 7. And from the continuity equation we know that dou u by dou x plus dou w by dou z is equal to 0. So integrating this with respect to z in the interval 0 to h, what do we get is integration 0 to h dou u by dou x into dz plus integration 0 to h dou w by dou z into dz is equal to 0. So and you can see here dou u by dou x is independent of z. Therefore, it becomes dou u by dou z into dz means z within the limit 0 to h, that gives you h. And this dou w by dou z into dz gives you w, which is nothing but w of h minus w at h minus w into 0 is equal to 0. So w of h is equal to minus, you just solve it for w of h minus dou u by dou x into h, which is an infinitesimally small vertical velocity of the free surface. Since w is the vertical velocity, we may write minus dou u by dou x into h is equal to w, which is equal to dz by dt. So which is equal to dou h by dou t plus u dou h by dou x plus w dou h by dou z at z is equal to h. Therefore, and at z equal to h, this dou h by dou z is negligibly small. Therefore, equation 7 and 8 are equations governing shallow water gravity waves. So what is that equation 7? So this is the x component, and equation 7 the vertical component. So equation 7 and 8 are the governing equations for the shallow water gravity waves. So these two characterize, these two define this motion. We now so what is that we now have to do is we have to solve this to get the wave of speed of propagation. We now perturb these equations after assuming a constant basic flow in the x direction. So we assume u is equal to u bar plus u dash, h is equal to h bar plus h dash. Call this as equation 9. So what we do is we take this equation 9 and substitute in the governing equations of shallow water waves, that is shallow water gravity waves, that is equation 7 and 8. So substitute 9 in 7 and 8. What do we get? Rho dou u dash by dou t, because u bar is constant, plus u bar dou u dash by dou x. So again here you can see that we have neglected the small quantities like u dash dou u dash by dou x and so on. So so you can see here you will be getting this equation minus of rho 1 minus rho 2 into g times dou h dash by dou x, and so dou h dash by dou t plus u bar dou h dash by dou x. From this equation 8 you will be getting dou h dash by dou t plus u bar dou h dash by dou x is equal to minus dou u dash by dou x into h bar. Call it as equation 11. We now eliminate u dash between equation 10 and 11. So let us eliminate u dash between equation 10 and equation 11. So dou by dou t, so what we should do, dou by dou t plus u bar dou by dou x operate on u bar. Okay, so the same thing if that comes, then we can replace that with this term in the equation 10. So I operate equation 11 by dou t plus u bar dou by dou x of whole square h dash mine is equal to minus, so here you already have dou by dou t plus u dash dou by dou x. So that becomes square h dash is equal to minus h bar to dou by dou x of dou by dou t plus u bar. So operate dou by dou t plus u bar dou by dou x on u dash. Dou by dou t plus u bar dou by dou x u dash. So substituting 10, what do we get? Now you take this equation 10 and substitute here, which will give you h bar. So h bar, you substitute this. Dou by dou t plus u bar dou by dou x of u bar is nothing but divided by rho 1. So h bar rho 1 minus rho 2 into g by rho 1 into dou square h dash by dou x square. Call this as equation 2. The solution of 12. The solution of 12 may be taken in the form h dash is equal to h hat into e to the power I k x minus ct. So which is equal to h bar. This is for this is h bar h hat real part of e to the power I k into x minus ct. So h dash is equal to h cap into cos k x minus ct. Real part of e to the power I theta andre cos theta ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So ಇದು h hat ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅದು constant amplitude. Now equation 12 with this what happens is you just substitute this. So what is that we need to do is we need dou by dou t plus u dash dou by dou x h dash whole square. So operated. So if you operate this you will be getting minus kc I kc plus u bar I k whole square. I am sorry, h dash is equal to minus h bar, the right hand side remains the same. Only the thing is you need to substitute dou square h dash by dou h square. What is that you will be getting now is minus ik whole square c minus u bar whole square is equal to minus h bar rho 1 minus rho 2 into g k square divided by rho 1. So with the help of this you can solve c is equal to u bar plus or minus square root of h bar rho 1 minus rho 2 into g by rho 1. So you will be able to get this, which is the speed of propagation of the wave, shallow water gravity wave. This gives us the wave speed of propagation of shallow water gravity wave with respect to flow with mean velocity u bar. See, in this equation you just note that the equation for C is independent of the wave number. So in the Rossby waves ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ k square L square ಅನ್ನೋ terms ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ವು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ wave number. For example, here what I have in this solution, what I have assumed, this k is the wave number. But when you see finally the expression for C, it is independent of k. Therefore, such wave is called as non-dispersive wave. So the shallow water gravity waves are the non-dispersive waves. So this is about the governing equations for shallow water gravity waves and the wave speed of propagation of shallow water gravity waves. So you just see that this is a derivation. So you have to solve it, you have to write it down, each and every step you need to follow accordingly. You have to substitute and simplify and see to it that you are going to get these two equations, which are the governing equations, equation 7 and 8, which are the governing equations for shallow water gravity waves, and this last expression C, which is the expression for the speed of propagation of shallow water gravity waves. Thank you.